How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. Super empath versus the narcissist. Super empaths are highly sensitive and intuitive. They physically feel others' emotions and they are hyper aware of their surroundings. Super empaths prefer solitude to recharge and they often engage in creative activities. To manage being a super empath, you need to maintain a self-care routine and you need to set healthy boundaries with loved ones. Narcissists, on the other hand, are selfish, self-centered, self-absorbed, egocentric, egotistic, egoistic individuals. They lack empathy and they are attracted to super empaths because they want to feel important and desired. And super empaths, they make narcissists feel that way. Super empaths make narcissists feel important and desired. Super empaths give narcissists the constant admiration, the constant praise, constant attention that they deserve, and this makes the narcissist feel important. So, when you're talking about a super empath versus a narcissist, first, what is a super empath? Super empath has this uncanny ability to feel others' emotions. The super empath, unlike the normal empaths, they don't just sense other people's feelings. Super empaths physically feel them. Super empaths are incredibly intuitive and compassionate, and this makes them exceptional friends, partners, lovers, even spouse. Super empaths possess a high self-esteem, and this contributes to their strong core identity. Super empaths are not willing to compromise their beliefs to please or fit in with the crowd. Now, narcissists frequently target super empaths because they find super empaths as being very kind and giving. And we know narcissists, they crave constant admiration, constant attention, praise, acknowledgement, reassurance. So they seek people who understand and essentially worship them. And super empaths give the narcissist this admiration. Another thing about super empaths, they are skilled at detecting abusive behavior like gaslighting, minimization, deflection, projection, blame shifting. And this intimidates the narcissist, and at the same time, it attracts this narcissist. So, when you're talking about a super empath, there are things that super empaths have. There are certain traits that all super empaths have. Super empaths are highly intuitive. They have unmatched intuition. They possess this mysterious ability to guess things that they have not been told. Super empaths are masters at detecting emotion, and they can easily recognize if someone is hurt or upset. Now, with the super empath, the other trait is that they have this strong desire to help others. They have this innate desire to help people, and they seek opportunities to improve their community. Super empaths, again, the other trait they have is that they see the best in people. Many people are quick to judge, but super empaths are very compassionate. They actively listen to others and they see things from different points of view. You'll never find a super empath supporting haters or shutting people off without hearing them out. The other thing about super empaths, they are truth seeking. They know when something does not add up, and they always find out the truth. Super empaths also are very sensitive to others' emotions. Again, with the super empath, they are socially aware. They're experts at reading body language. So, any expression, gesture, or something small doesn't go unnoticed with a super empath. A super empath can tell you if you're lying. They can tell if someone is lying based on their body language or behavior. A super empath is aware when you are being too loud and you need to reduce your volume. Now, with the super empath, again, the other trait they have is that they are easily overwhelmed. They are hyper aware of their surroundings. So, being in public places is a nightmare for the super empath. Crowded rooms, busy streets, large gatherings, large groups with friends can be overstimulating to the super empath, and it makes it very hard to focus and to be present. The super empath also is introverted. They're sensitive to the environment, and they enjoy being alone to protect themselves from negative energy. Solitude allows the super empath to fully rest and recharge. But that does not mean they're lonely or socially awkward. But they still also maintain great relationships with people. Now, super empaths are independent. They're not afraid to do things by themselves. They can go to a restaurant by themselves and have a nice meal. They can go to the gym alone. Super empaths, they don't rely on others for their happiness or sense of self-worth. And they don't care how they are perceived by others, especially strangers. They struggle. Super empaths also struggle setting boundaries because they cannot separate others' emotions from their own. They want to help and protect their loved ones, so they find it very difficult to say no. Again, super empaths are performative. Sometimes they feel like they're putting on an act to please others. They might act like the funny one, but be another character in a different group. They don't change their personality, but they are highly aware of how they are perceived. Super empaths want to uplift and humor everyone around them. So sometimes they feel fake even to themselves. Again, super empaths are very creative. They're naturally curious. They are more imaginative than the average person. Super empaths, they prioritize their own needs. If you are sacrificing your happiness to please others, you're sabotaging your health and well-being. Now, super empath, they also take care of themselves by setting boundaries. They also take care of themselves by avoiding negative media outlets. They take short breaks regularly. Another thing about super empath and the narcissist is that super empaths are compassionate people, and we know narcissists lack empathy. We know super empaths are compassionate people. Narcissists are not. They're not empathetic. But we know super empaths are empathetic. Narcissists are incapable or unwilling to recognize the emotions of others. They cannot place themselves in someone else's shoes. And we know empathy requires assessing your own vulnerability and shame. But narcissists refuse to view themselves as anything other than perfect. The narcissists believe they are perfect human beings. They can not do any wrong. If something goes wrong, it is always never their fault. They will blame someone else. If they don't blame you, they'll blame others. They'll never take accountability for their mistakes or for their wrongdoing, and they'll never be responsible for that. Unlike the super empaths, who will be opposite of what they'll do, opposite of what the narcissists will do. The super empaths, they understand who they are. They understand who they are not. And this allows them to be empathetic. The super empath is not afraid to be vulnerable and share their insecurities with others. But narcissists, they believe everyone but themselves is less skilled, less important, and less capable. Super empaths have a high self-esteem, but we know narcissists have fragile egos. They are insecure. Super empaths are not codependent. They've faced and healed their past traumas, and they are unapologetically themselves. But when you talk about the narcissists, they are codependent. They seek constant validation from others, and this makes the narcissists create a false image of themselves. The narcissist will exaggerate their accomplishments and self-importance because they believe they are more important than others, that they are special, they are unique. Narcissists will insult others to devalue them. They pick on other people to feel better about themselves and boost their sense of superiority. They make people, and especially their victims, small. That way they make themselves big. They make people feel bad. That way they make themselves feel good. They have this sense of superiority which makes them feel they are more important and superior to others. Now, super empaths learn, while narcissists, they believe they're always right. Super empaths know that they don't know everything. They know knowledge is power, and learning is the superpower. Narcissists, they believe they are always right. They know it all. Their words are final. Their word is fact, according to the narcissist. Super empaths will consider many things before making a decision. And the super empath is not afraid to admit their mistakes because they want to grow and evolve. But the narcissists, they are very proud. They are arrogant. They are entitled. They have to be the smartest in the room in any situation. Narcissists must win. They think they're special than others. Even if someone else is more informed about a topic, the narcissist will behave like they know it more. Narcissists lack the skills to apologize. Even if they are wrong, don't expect the narcissist to take accountability for their actions. They will always blame others. If something goes wrong, the narcissist will blame you. And if not you, they'll blame others. They'll never be responsible for anything that goes wrong. They can never apologize. If a narcissist tells you I'm sorry, then it must be a fake apology. They don't see themselves being capable of doing anything wrong. They believe they are smarter than everyone else. They are more important than everyone else. They're superior to others. Now, if you're looking at the super empath and the narcissist, you realize that the super empath, as I already said, they are curious and reflective about the world. And this makes them spend their alone time to brainstorm new ideas and to engage in creative activities. The narcissist is afraid of spending time alone because how would they get narcissistic supply by doing that? Narcissists need their victims close to them so that they can get constant doses of admiration or validation. The super empath is easily overwhelmed by their surroundings. They are uncomfortable in crowded rooms, in busy streets, where there are big groups of people, in large gatherings. But the narcissist loves it in those large gatherings because that is where they get their narcissistic supply in form of attention. Again, the super empath is highly intuitive. They can just know what the narcissist is thinking by looking at them. They're able to read someone's face. They can read the body language of somebody. A gesture, an expression